The M16M4 weapons platform has always been known for modularity. Modularity meaning ability to customize it for the mission at hand. This would include having a short barrel for close quarter battle, having an intermediate length barrel for normal operations, and having longer barrels for extended ranges. And the modularity of the M16 has always been by changing the upper receivers. Well, Carl Lewis took it one step farther. What if we had an interchangeable barrel rather than having to change the entire upper receiver? And that's exactly what he did. The monolithic rail platform is the fourth generation M16, first being the original Model 01, number 2 being the M16A2 in 1985, and then in 1995 Gen 3 would be the M4, and in 2004 this would be Gen 4. Basically what we have here is the original monolithic rail platform. There are several things that are very special about this receiver. First of all, it is all one piece. It's manufactured out of one solid 7075 T6 aircraft grade aluminum forging. You notice we have quad mill standard 1913 rails, and we also have continuous rail from the rear to the front. This enables you to have zero retention when you remove optics. It's all at the same place. Also, the barrel is completely free floated. As you see, it has your typical forward assist, cartridge case deflector, as well as the injection port dust cover. Notice right here there are two bolts. These are the two bolts that hold the barrel assemblies in place. The LMT barrel assembly for the MRP is a proprietary barrel assembly. You notice we have a straight gas tube, which is much more durable than the standard one with the bends in it. We have a pinned-in gas block. The barrel itself, this particular one is a 16-inch barrel. This particular one also has a mid-length gas system on it. All 16-inch MRP barrels and 5.56 millimeter have the mid-length gas system, which is a vast improvement over the carbine system. It enables increased dwell time and easier extraction. Another interesting thing about all the MRP barrels is the gas port itself. Most gas ports are on a straight 90-degree angle. What happens with use is the gas port gets eroded, allowing more gas in, causing increased cyclic rate. LMT uses a 45-degree angle gas port on the MRP barrel systems. What that does is it stabilizes the cyclic rate throughout the life of the barrel. These barrels for the MRP system come in numerous lengths, depending on what you want to use it for. You have a 10.5-inch barrel assembly. You will also have a 14.5-inch, a 16, an 18, and a 20-inch. 5.56 millimeter barrels come in both chrome-plated as well as stainless steel. If you're law enforcement, military, or for self-defense or target shooting, the chrome-plated barrel is a much better choice. The chrome plating gives much harder barrel surface, extending the life of the barrel. It's corrosion resistant. However, if you are a match shooter, a long range, the stainless steel barrel would be the barrel that you'd be interested in. Not only do you have interchangeable barrel lengths in 5.56 millimeter, the MRP system allows you to have multiple calibers. The 300 Blackout has two barrels. It has a 16-inch and it also has this 10.5-inch barrel. Both barrels will use the pistol length system. What this does is it enables the 300 Blackout to cycle in subsonic. If you were to use a carbine length gas system with a subsonic round, more than likely the round would not cycle. Also available for barrel assemblies is the 204 Ruger, which is a 20-inch stainless steel barrel meant for long-range shooting and precision accuracy. Also, you have 6.8 SPC. The 6.8 SPC comes in two barrel lengths. It comes in the 12.5 as well as the 16-inch. For the 6.8, you would use a different magazine and different bolt, and you would use a separate barrel. For your information to know that LMT uses a Spec 1 chamber, not the Spec 2 6.8 chamber. The evolution of the MRP grew into the Slick 8 or LM8 series. Basically, in concept, is the exact same type of a receiver. However, instead of having quad mill standard 1913 rails on the receiver, as shown on the MRP, you have removable rail segments, enabling the user to put rail segments wherever they need them. And also for the unused areas, you have a press-in grip. This is more lightweight, and it's more customizing for what you want. The genius of the MRP system is not even just changing barrel lengths and calibers. Over the last 10-15 years, there's been an interest and a debate whether the direct gas piston system is superior to the external piston. So you have people who are on both sides of the fence. So not only did Carl Lewis make the MRP interchangeable barrels and calibers, also different operating systems. For those who actually choose to go with the external piston, this rifle, by changing out the bolt carrier and the barrel assembly, can be transformed from a direct gas rifle into a external piston. The bolt carrier is different from the standard direct gas by being one piece, and there's no carrier key. You have an impact area from which the operating rod will strike to knock back. The actual gas system is composed of an operating rod spring, valve. This valve has two positions, one for suppressed, one for unsuppressed. This particular barrel is the 5.56 millimeter, but this is also offered in 6.8 millimeter as well. So in all, you have barrels of different calibers, barrels of different lengths, and different operating systems. To remove the barrel and install a new one takes less than 2 minutes. The barrel is inserted from the front. Make sure it's fully seated. Install the second screw. LMT provides a torque wrench which is preset to 140 inch-pounds, which is required. Now you're going to tighten until you hear it click. Now the barrel is fully installed. To remove, you simply reverse the process. Pop the rear screw does not have to come all the way out, it just has to be loosened. And the front screw is totally removed. Barrel pulls out. So this can be done at the user level. You do not need an armor to change out these barrels. LMT also offers two different lines of iron sights. Shown here is the original disc sight assembly, where you have this is removable, but it's a fixed rear sight assembly, identical to that of the M16A2 rifle. Standard front sight post. Just recently released is LMT's removable backup sights. They're low profile, as you can see. Flip up, you have the standard four-sided front sight post, and in the rear you have both ambidextrous adjustment for windage and a dial for elevation, and you also have an L-shaped aperture for short range and long range. To disengage, just drop to the rear on both. Base stud, these fit very well below most types of objects. Just seen part 2 of a 3-part series on the Lewis machine and tool family of weapons. Part 3 will be on the LMT 7.62 MWS family of weapons. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.